What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Pokemon SoulSilver. Last episode, we got to Violet City, but before that, I actually forgot to show something off, and it is the Pokemon that you can find in Route 31, because I actually thought Route 30 and 31 were the same route, just like an extension or something. Since this Apricorn came back, I guess I'll grab it really quickly, and I will now make my way back to Violet City. And I'm back, now officially in Violet City. As you can see, Violet City got a big revamp from the original games, Gold and Silver. This guy right here just likes to do his little dance, I don't know, shard to berry. He trades shards for berries, I guess. But I don't know if you can get berries yet, honestly. I know you can get them later on as I'm playing on my real game, and I know that you can get them later on. I don't know if you can get them right now, but if you have a shard, I guess you can trade it for a berry. This kid right here will trade... Stop. A BELLSPROUT for an Onix. You cannot get BELLSPROUT in SoulSilver. Actually, you can only get those in Heart Gold. They're exclusive. So, if you're playing Heart Gold and you can trade an Onix or a BELLSPROUT for an Onix, I really wouldn't recommend you do so because you can get a way better Onix in Union Cave later on. So, you cannot do the gym yet because this guy's gonna be here. Yo, champ in the making! You must be here to challenge Falconer, the gym leader, right? You're quite welcome, almost. This city has a tower called the Sprout Tower where trainers come train themselves. Challenging Falconer may be too difficult if you haven't gone through their training. Ha ha ha! So, yes, you have to do Sprout Tower before challenging Falconer. So guess what, guys? We're doing the Sprout Tower today. Before that, though, I guess I want to go get some stuff because Sprout Tower, honestly, isn't going to take that long with editing, so... But talk to this guy here. Haven't you had trouble with a boulder blocking your way? Of course you have. For many people, blah blah blah, you get HM06, the first HM in the game. Now, if you guys don't know about HMs, this one gives you Rock Smash. Basically, after you beat a certain gym leader, you can use an HM outside of battle, like, for example, Rock Smash just smashes rocks. Right here is going to be this odd tree. It is not a cut tree, just take note of that. We'll be coming back to that. Let's go down here, and this is the Ruins of Alph. I'm not going to show off what Pokemon you can catch here because you can't get them until later on when you get another HM. So, heading over here to the only interesting thing you can do here right now. There's going to be a lady right here. Welcome to this chamber. We're reconstructing ancient Pokemon stone panels. It's just going to be a little touchscreen puzzle, so I'm going to show that off for you guys because it's actually pretty interesting. This Pokemon hides on the sea floor and watches the shore with eyes on its back. Alright, you just basically gotta solve the puzzle by dragging and dropping things, and you can rotate by just, like, you know, using your touchscreen thingy by just, like, touching it once, I guess. There we go. This one goes up here. Just flip it once. And this one over here, flip it 3 times. And you're... Oh, wait. There we go. I was about to fail there, but no. And after you've done that... you fall through the hole. Now, as you fall down here, you're gonna see this old guy, or this scientist kind of looking guy. Did you just come down from above? So, you must have solved the stone panel puzzle. That's wonderful. You seem to have some talent with archaeology. I'll give you this unknown report. Now, unknown, if you guys don't know, new to 2nd generation, I guess. Unknowns are basically like the main Pokemon in Crystal along with Suicune. So, here you can catch unknowns, as you're about to see. And the first unknown I see is the letter... Wow, I don't even know what letter that is. I think that's the E. So I guess that's pretty cool. You can catch these if you want. I guess I'll just fight this one just because I feel like it. And, alright, that's actually good for catching. So, you know, I'm just going to catch it and make my way out of this chamber because, honestly, there's nothing else interesting in here. Let's see if I can actually catch this thing. Go, Pokeball. Yeah, you just kind of keep going along the path. It's a pretty straightforward path, and you'll eventually find some stairs. So you can go up them and get out of this chamber. Now that I caught this, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, got myself an unknown, I guess. That's about the only Pokemon I'm going to be catching on screen, to be honest, except for legendaries later on. But, there you go. You got an unknown. If you guys want that, that is. You know, for Pokedex, it's always good to have these. Alright, so here we are at these stairs. Just go up these. And you'll be heading out. Back to this place. Whatever route this is. It's all Ruins of Alph. There's really no difference. This house here... you can't really do anything there yet, so just don't bother with it. Okay, so I just healed up, and now we're ready to head to the Sprout Tower. As you can see, Rocket is back to life. As you can see, the Sprout Tower got a big remake from the 2nd generation. Now it's got these little bridges connecting to it. You can actually hear the water if you get close to it, but now we're going to head into Sprout Tower. So yeah, now pretty much all the dungeons in this game get a little intro. Yeah, this thing is not over 100 feet tall. Actually, it might be. I don't know, but Sprout Tower, basically there's a few Rattatas, Ghastlies in here. I mean, Ghastlies are the only new Pokemon, so if you guys want to add that to your team, I would suggest you do so, but you only get those in the second and third floor, so when we get to those floors, I'll be showing off the little sidebars. Here is the first trainer that you can fight here. Now, a lot of these trainers are going to have Bellsprouts, as you can tell, because it's Sprout Tower, so I'm going to skip a lot of these. As you can see, his first Pokemon is Bellsprout, and I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of them are as well. Alright, so like I predicted, all 3 of his Pokemon were Bellsprouts, not even that high level, so let's head back down to the first floor. And actually, this is kind of the basement floor. The second and third floor are the only ones that house Pokemon, so I don't know. Well, I think I was just at the second floor, to be honest. Here's another trainer right here. Once again, he's going to have a lot of Bellsprouts, so I might just skip ahead. Alright, so once again, I predicted, and he just had 3 Bellsprouts. Good thing, though, Rocket learned Quick Attack at level 8, so that actually does help. And there you go, that was Sage Chow. Like you can tell right there, your money is being sent to your mom. Not all of it is sent, like half of the money you gain from each battle is sent to your mom. I think I already mentioned that, though, so not really that important, I guess. Over here is another trainer. As you can see, I skipped them, but I'm just gonna fight him. So, once again, they have 3 Bellsprouts, or this guy has 3 Bellsprouts, and Ember just makes this so easy. It's not even funny. Like, it's just a one-hit KO. I'll just show the rest of this battle, because I want to talk about something. Yeah, I'm gonna try to catch up my team. Like, Sprout Tower here is just a place for you to catch up. If you do catch a second team member, I guess just catch him up to your starter like I'm doing with Rocket. It's basically just a beginner place. Back in Gold, Silver, Crystal, it was optional, so yeah, now here's the final floor, and I think I probably already showed off the sidebars by now, so I would have edited that in. Now, these trainers might actually have some different Pokemon, but probably just Bellsprouts again. Yes, another Bellsprout, but this one is actually level 6, so it might be a little tougher. And no, it wasn't really that tough. I did get to level 9, so I'm happy about that. And that guy's name was Jin. Jin is a character from Lost, and Lost is an awesome show. GG, everyone. This guy, once again, with a level 6 Bellsprout, and Rocket actually fainted fighting that one, so I'll just go for the last trainer. This one is actually different, believe it or not. He doesn't just have Bellsprouts. His first Pokemon is once again a Bellsprout, but his second Pokemon is going to be a Hoot Hoot, and yes, Rocket did die, so I'm gonna have to go for Apollo for a while. And simple as that, he goes down. I don't know what they're holding in their hand. Oh, what's that I see over there? Do I see some red? Yes, I know who that is. It's the Ginger Silver. You showed us what you've got, and it is indeed good. Take this technical machine. However, you should care more about your Pokemon. The way you treat your Pokemon can be too harsh. Remember, Pokemon are not tools of war. Well, you know what? It works for Paul in the anime, so I guess it would work for everyone. Now, no, you don't have to fight him here, guys, so he's just gonna tell you should be nice to Pokemon, and, you know, just be a good boy. And then he's just gonna use an escape rope, because he's too cool to go down the stairs. So now that he's gone, you can get this item over here, first of all. It's going to be an escape rope. You can get that at the end as well, but what you want to do is just talk to this guy here. And here we go. So good of you to come here. Sprout Tower is a place of training. People and Pokemon test their bonds to build a bright future together. I am the final test. Allow me to shed the ties between you and your Pokemon. Now I'm actually going to be showing off this full battle because it's kind of like a mini-boss. If you count this as a dungeon, it kind of is the mini-boss, so once again, he's got a Bellsprout. I've still got my Unknown on my team, like, just in case anything goes wrong, which it should not, because, see, these Bellsprouts just go down one hit. Now, he does have a Hoot Hoot, which, I think has Hypnosis, so that might be a problem. There it is. And one thing, his name is Elderly. Elderly, yeah. It's pretty funny. It's like a little pun there, but, whatever. Me and my bad puns, or the game actually has bad puns, but here's his Hoot Hoot. I don't know if he'll use Hypnosis, but I'm just going to keep using Ember on it, and hopefully, yeah, he uses Hypnosis, obviously. So, I really don't have any Awakenings or anything. I think I could have bought some at the Mart, but I wasn't cool enough to do that, so I'm just going to keep, you know, trying to stall him out until I wake up, that is, yeah. So, he's just going for some Pecks. I'm probably going to heal up sooner or later because I don't want to die. Oh, come on, Apollo, wake up already. Alright, so I went ahead and skipped ahead to when I woke up, and there we go with another Ember, and he gets burned. Very nice, meaning he's basically dead, right? Right? And yes, he is. Very nice. Now, his final Pokemon, I believe, is going to be a second Bellsprout. Very nice, Apollo reaching level 13. And he's going to learn Quick Attack at this move, or at this level. I'm actually going to teach him that because I like that move. I'm going to get rid of Leer. I think Smokescreen could come a little bit more handy, especially against the gym leader, because that guy is just pretty hack-sore, so yes, his last Pokemon is another Bellsprout. Could easily be taken down by Ember. I hope there's nothing goes wrong, but yes, it is level 7, so it should go down with an Ember. And that's pretty much Sage Elderly, or Elderly, not Sagely. It's Elderly, yeah. Elderly. And that's him. So, kind of a little mini-boss of the Sprout Tower, just once again, cool little training thing. And I gotta say, Elderly Sprite is pretty cool. Now, you should be able to stand up to Falconer. You should be able to make good use of this. Back in the Gold Silver Crystal, he gave you the HM01 for Flash. Now it's TM70 because, unlike in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, they actually decided to make it, or keep it, TM. Or, like, unlike the other generation, whatever, right? You get what I mean. Just go ahead and use your escape rope if you want to be lazy like me, and you can quickly get out of here. This is actually taking longer than I thought, but there we go, finally out of the Sprout Tower and back into Violet City. And now that we're done with all of that, we can head back into the Pokemon Center, and next episode we'll be taking on the first gym. I'll see you guys next time.